There's nothing like a sharp turnabout the parade ground to get the blood pumping and those patriotic muscles working. At least that's the thinking behind the Chinese government's decision to make military training compulsory for university students. In sweltering heat, hundreds of elite university students are being put through grueling paces to learn old-fashioned bayonet and martial arts skills. It's all designed to instill character and grit and fitness into a generation often seen as pampered and spoiled. Unlike past generations, Chinese youth today has only known steady economic growth and relative political calm. So this 2-week training is seen as key in giving students a taste of the hard life, while also promoting team spirit. The training was launched after the Tiananmen Square protests in 1989. Initially, the military training program for students was to last for 1 year, but that policy has been relaxed in recent years, with training now lasting on average around 3 weeks. We started this kind of project in the late 1980s. In this way, we can teach students about working in a team, esprit de corps, and discipline. Especially learning discipline means a lot to students in Peking University. During the past 16 years, over 200,000 army officers have been sent out to schools to give military training to around 30 million students. To boost morale and stir up enthusiasm among the young cadets, some universities have started handing out medals. And in a recent survey conducted by China Youth Daily, apparently 69% of those who've taken part find it a worthy and unforgettable experience. 51% said the training refined the will and spirit. 42% felt it enhanced their sense of discipline. And 30% said it gave them a good grounding in defense education. Military training helps build character. After training, we can lose our bad habits of being sloppy and procrastinating. We can learn to be neater. This is what university students lack. And through military training, we can develop these attributes. So I think this training is essential. It's unclear if it came to the crunch whether these students would be much use in defending their country. But for many, a taste of life in uniform and a disciplined fitness regime will stand them in good stead for the future. And with boot camp-style training becoming more and more popular with gym instructors around the world, it could be time for us all to start polishing up those rifles and bullying those boots. For the last 3 years, some of Britain's best scientific and medical minds have been studying trends in heart disease, which remains the #1 cause of death. The importance of eating fruit and vegetables, stopping smoking and taking regular exercise is generally acknowledged, but the report highlights how social change can affect health.
Many of our recommendations may be particularly important in countries with developing economies, because it seems that as the wealth of a country increases rather suddenly, then those countries, and perhaps because of genetic predisposition amongst the population, may be particularly at risk of cardiovascular disease.
While many people have recognised what exercise and a healthy diet can do, the rate of obesity in Britain has risen 3 times the rate it was 20 years ago. The British Nutrition Foundation report indicates that the trend is particularly apparent among young people. Many of them have grown up with a fast food lifestyle.
We also recognised throughout our discussions that we couldn't concentrate on diet alone, because a very important factor, and maybe the one that's changed most in the last 10 to 20 years, is physical activity, which has gone down tremendously.
The report emphasises that healthy eating does not mean a restricted diet. A broad range is possible, but foods like fish are crucial.
One of the messages in terms of cardiovascular disease is try to eat a portion of oily fish a week, and we find that actually it's the older people that do tend to take that message on, but of course that's because they're thinking that they're at higher risk at that time. What we really want to do is get the message out to younger people, because of course it's the whole life course that's important, not just at any one time.
In many countries across the globe, life expectancy is increasing. But if we are to remain mobile and healthy into our ripe old age, taking heed of reports such as this from the British Nutrition Foundation means going out and using our legs to work the heart, the engine of the body. This health centre in New York combines the philosophies of both Eastern and Western medicine. It was created by a man who 10 years ago was given little hope of survival after being diagnosed with colon cancer. A doctor himself, Bill Fair, couldn't accept there was no hope.
No one gave me any chance of really cure with this.
Through yoga, meditation, acupuncture and herbal remedies, clients learn how to live with their illness.
We're not throwing out standard medicine, but we're just linking these other things to it.
Ellen Diamond came while undergoing treatment for leukemia.
This place is not like a gym. I don't feel competitive here. This isn't about how beautiful your body looks. It's about taking care of yourself, and the staff is very much focused in that direction. For me to settle into the Eastern flow and believe in it fully. But up here, I do believe that it's true, that the way what you eat, how you treat your body, how you keep yourself healthy, and your outlook can influence a great deal of how you feel.
Brussels comes alive in winter. The Grand Place at the heart of Belgium's bustling capital city is richly decorated for the end-of-year celebrations, a major attraction for locals and tourists alike. At this time of year, crowds stream into beautifully ornate shopping arcades to buy Christmas gifts and to sample the sumptuous delights of a bewildering array of delicious Belgian chocolates. It's hard to resist some of the shop windows saturated with delectable chocolates of all shades and flavours, inviting customers to abandon all thoughts of a healthy diet. But one young Belgian company is trying to break with tradition. Nutri's 9 types of chocolate contain different plants, fruits and spices known for their healthy properties. Eternity contains red fruits and raisin juices that slow down the aging process. Others help digestion and reduce stress. The sexy chocolate also contains guarana, so it has energizing properties, since guarana is a little red fruit used in some energy drinks. It also has an aphrodisiac effect, since ginger is known for its aphrodisiac properties. So what's special about Nutri is it allies gastronomy with health. And this new concept has grabbed the interest of the consumers, so much so that the young company decided to launch itself on the stock exchange to finance its success and help it grow. At €11 per share, Nutri has made a strong good start, and Managing Director Benoit de Bruin believes the secret of Nutri's success is due not only to the high quality of the chocolate, but also to its strong appeal to health-minded chocolate lovers. I would say we are being innovative within a traditional sector. A food sector first, chocolate second. We are entering it with strong innovation. We're being innovative at 2 levels. First at the gourmet level and at the practical level. The Belgian cachet has enabled him to produce a high-quality chocolate sold with a slightly higher price tag. Clearly, Belgian chocolate has an excellent image, both at the national and the international level. Chocolate sells very well for Brussels. It probably contributes in a small part to our international dynamism. Nutri exports to France, Britain and Japan, and already employs 4 people in New York. Chocolate has long been part of the Belgian history. It represents the 3rd most important food sector in Belgium. The Onnedas, Marceloni and Gala are amongst some of the greatest names in Belgian chocolate. Now Nutri hopes it may soon join them. Now for a blast of healthy fresh air as we blow into the annual International Balloon Fiesta at Ashton Court in Bristol, England. Pilots and crew were briefed on weather conditions and potential problems ahead of their flight. And at first light, 130 balloons took to the skies to kick off the fiesta that's become a major event.
Balloons are like magical creatures, I think. They make people smile. They're always fun to work around. They're always unpredictable as well. And they just are so different to work with. And also this event has got so much else with it. Music, entertainment, arena events. And I just think it makes a wonderful day out for people.
From humble beginnings, the Fiesta has now become Europe's premier ballooning event. Each of the giant balloons is filled with air, which is then heated by giant flames using liquid propane gas. The very first balloon, made from paper and cloth, is said to have been launched by the Montgolfier brothers in France in 1783, burning a mixture of straw, chopped wool and horse manure.
It's an adventure. It's almost a pointless, but it's an adventure where we just challenge the weather and we fly in a very antiquated way and we float gently over the world at large and just enjoy being solitude and meeting lots of people and back on the ground again.
Because Bristol has plenty of open spaces around its housing, it's ideal for landing balloons at various locations outside the city. Nevertheless, despite the simplicity of the technology, there are still plenty of potential hazards, and pilots need a range of skills to control the balloon.
There's only one real control, which is this one here, which is up. But as the balloon cools down, then that's down. Although it's incredibly simple in only having one control, there's an awful lot to be aware of in terms of how the wind works and the weather conditions, etc. So yeah, it is complex, but deceptively simple from the outside.
Over the 4 days, over 500,000 people enjoy the Fiesta, which has turned Bristol in southwest England into a focal point for balloon enthusiasts from around the globe. And if you're looking for something a little more explosive, how about giving your next holiday a boost by visiting Japan's historical Dragon Rise or Rocket Festival? Historical documents have records of this rocket festival dating back as early as the 1500s, though some say its roots go back 100 years prior to that. From 1600 to 1868, the festival went underground as commoners were banned from using gunpowder. Nevertheless, the farmers in this region kept the tradition going, teaching each other by word of mouth the secrets of bamboo rockets to this day. The festival was celebrated at harvest time and originally called upon the gods to bless their fields for another year. Modern times call for modern themes, and the festival now asks the gods to bless everything from new constructions to new businesses, or to protect family and friends from traffic accidents. Some even ask them for world peace. But this festival, once a secretive enterprise by the locals, has attracted nationwide attention and draws thousands of people and tourists to the usually sleepy mountain villages, 2 hours north of the Japanese capital, Tokyo. We all say these are rockets, but I hear this festival derives from ancient fireworks festivals in this region. However, it's just incredible. I can't describe it. You've got to see it for yourself. The festival has also tied up with a city in Thailand that has a similar festival. There it's called the Bong Phai fireworks celebrations, and the Thai mayor regularly visits. These festivals are not about war, but prayers to the gods. While the Thai festival held in May around the city of Yasothorn calls on the gods for rain, both share a peaceful mission as they decorate the skyline and entertain crowds of enthusiastic onlookers.